Y'all, I am so excited for today's episode. Are you?
Yay!
Just kidding, we're not. It's just
Just kidding.
it's just someone we know and we decided to bring him on here because he's convinced he's the main character 24/7.
Ooh, main character energy.
Just kidding. Okay, guys. So, today
Uh,
we have our first guest, not our dog. If you can
yeah,
see
it's
her,
not Ella.
it's not Ella.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be sitting here for the intro's sake. Don't worry, because I feel like this is very.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah, no, I can't even I'm sitting.
She's trying to lean on the wall.
Okay, y'all. So, Luis, do you want to come sit here? It's okay. I'll put clapping noise in the background and everything.
Whee!
Yeah, I think that was great. Here.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Thank you for having me here.
Are you excited?
This is my first time for sure. I've done a podcast maybe once, but definitely, this is something fun to do, right? Why
Yeah,
not?
it's a little bit more intimate. It's a
Mm.
little bit less interviewy.
Okay, guys. So just real quick, and then I'll hop out. Basically, so I know Luis since you were itty bitty 6th grade. Since we were in 6th grade.
This guy.
But he denies everything. But no, dude. What are we? We're 21 now.
Mhm.
How old were we then? How old are you when you're in middle school?
Well, this was like
I think you're
sixth
12.
grade, seventh grade.
I think you're 11 or
Yeah,
12 in
like
sixth
I
grade.
think 12, 13.
Yeah.
Right? Wow, almost a whole decade of knowing you. That's kind of.
That is kind of crazy. It's a long time, but anyways, I'll leave you to it.
You want to talk about that? Oh no, that's the NBA finals. But
No, we could definitely talk about like the economic state of like the country, or probably
oh
like
okay,
the stances
yeah.
on like
Let's get this
politics.
canceled. Let's talk about politics for a solid
Yeah, why
30
not, right?
minutes.
Kidding, no. Let's not do that. So, well, I mean, I don't know, man.
Tell us
Good
about you
question.
growing up.
Okay, so I'm an only child. I've grown up in El Paso, Texas, or I guess I was born in El Paso, Texas, but for a good bit, I was raised in Kansas, Topeka for about 2 to 3 years.
Hmm.
Went to California for a bit,
Yeah,
maybe like 6 months, and then after that came back to El Paso, and then spent a good majority of the time in Juarez and El Paso. So I just probably like 70-30 for sure.
back and forth. Yeah,
Yeah,
and you, from what I know, you've traveled all of Mexico. He's an elite traveler.
I'd say like 30% of it, right? Not 30, 70% actually.
70% of Mexico
So
covered.
I'd say, yeah. I mean, drove by it, ate food, trying to understand the cultures and stuff because obviously Mexico has one, everyone has this, I guess, idea that, oh, we're just, like greasy food and then, like tacos, burritos and all whatnot. But when you actually start diving into um like the differences of like how people speak down in Mexico and how people treat each other and whatnot. I feel like that's truly the beauty of it. So my parents found it, I guess, appealing to go
Yeah,
to
to travel all
yeah,
over. Yeah,
like a majority of the states. And well, I mean, till now, like I'm a big fan of Mexico. I love it. Now, would I want to go with my
goodness.
parents? It's just more of a if you're going to Mexico, just try to go, have
Yeah,
fun, try to find new places, new little bars here and there. But I think
yeah.
it's fun,
Um, I mean, I know your nationality. Obviously, you're from the United States. Are
right?
your parents from the? Were they born here, or did they grow
Yeah.
up in Mexico?
So parents, my dad was born in Mexico in Juarez.
Hmm.
Um, and my well,
It's
it's for
fine. It's
intended for
fine.
all the
Yeah, there's a lot
audience.
of people that say it like that.
Exactly.
For, yeah,
Juarez.
I've heard a lot of Hispanic people that are from Juarez say Juarez.
You want me to say
Yeah,
Juarez? You want me to my my
Juarez.
my accent to come out,
Okay, get out of the podcast. This isn't about you right now.
right? But okay, so yeah, my dad's from over there.
Yeah.
Um, my mom, I'd say she's from El Paso, but that's actually one thing that I'm like, a little confused on
Was she
because
born in El Paso but grew up in Juarez?
yeah, I mean both
Okay.
both of my parents, but mainly my
Yeah.
dad was more of Juarez, but
Yeah.
um definitely, my dad being the guy that he is, he always says that he's like Chilango. So he's always saying that he's from like the Mexico City, right? Like
Oh yeah,
from all
yeah.
these other places, and I'm like that. Like, come on, like
To be
we're.
honest,
I'm like we're from the border, right?
we're
Like there's
from the
not much we
border.
can really
Yeah.
do, right?
Um, are your grandparents from Juarez too, or
Yeah,
did they
my
come from another state
my
or city?
my grandpa, well, at least of what I know, my grandma was from Juarez, Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa as well, at least from my parents' side. Now, my grandpa, he's I guess like what you want to have as like the idol for like a Mexican person, right?
Yeah.
He, fun fact, he was actually like recognized by so many schools, especially from La UASH, if people know what I'm talking about. It's a college or a university in Mexico, in
Yeah.
Juarez. And basically, like he was told to like, hey, like, or he got the opportunity to go do the national anthem, but like, the Mexican national
Yeah.
anthem there at like basketball games. He was a coach, he was a lovable teacher, or and throughout all that, like that's kind of like what, you know, it's an embodiment of like a real like true Mexican, right?
Yeah.
He showed his colors by with the education system. He showed his colors with singing the national anthem, and he got publicly acknowledged. He was in the newspapers and whatnot. So all those things are just like the things that I aspire to be in the
Yeah.
future for
That's
sure.
chill. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that. Okay. Now that we're past a little bit of an intro, let's talk about it. The elephant in the room. You're not wearing a Super Bowl hat. You're wearing a finals hat. But let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I'm also wearing a Tech Stack
Yeah.
basketball. You know, but yeah, we can talk about that for sure.
How do you
So,
feel about your Chiefs getting just absolutely slam dunked on?
um, yeah, man, it was hard. Now, obviously, people are gonna come at me and say, "Well, wow, well, it wasn't that hard. You guys have won, Super Bowls back to back, and then you guys have already been in this position, so obviously, like, it's just like a normal thing for you."
Yeah.
But I think this one just stung a little more for me.
I think it's because it's the chance for the three-peat that's never been done in history.
Right.
That's what got you guys.
And well, like the Buccaneers stuff, like yeah, that was just a like utter blowout.
Yeah.
And I would like to compare that to this, which was, I'd say, an utter blowout as well.
Yeah.
The O line did not exist. We had no receivers that got open. We did not establish not a single thing of
Your
the run
tight
game.
end that's supposed to be like a Pro Bowl tight end every single year did nothing.
Hall of Famer, by the way.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer,
Right,
future Hall of Famer, and did nothing.
right. But yeah, no. So the only reason I'd say it stings is because I actually ended up going to a Chiefs game this season, and it
Hmm.
was one of the last games of the season. It was the Chiefs versus Texans.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a good game. I actually enjoyed the whole entire environment of like the tailgating, how people actually go out of the way and have fun with each other, whether it's like having cookouts, whether it's having, just some simple drinks or just conversations with other people from around the world because people come from like Germany,
Oh yeah, because we're the
from
only one to
Mexico.
have American football.
Exactly.
Well,
Well,
Canada does, but no one wants to go see this CFL. So
right,
I hate to break it to
stuff
you,
like
Canada.
that. And yeah, so I'd say just, being able to, I guess, be around the atmosphere throughout that time and just seeing how people are so pumped to like be at the game and whatnot. And once it actually came down to going to the Super Bowl, yeah, sure. I mean, there's gonna be fan bases from all over, right?
Yeah,
It's not just gonna be pure Chiefs and Eagles, but I I try to hear the Chiefs fan base, but I sensed no energy. I
there was
sensed
nothing. You
yeah,
guys were drained after the first quarter.
oh yeah. I mean the like we probably had like two, three chants maybe or
Yeah.
four. But the Eagles, like, I mean, every single drive that they did a three and out on us, they
Mhm.
easily just, went back to their cheer and it
Yeah.
struck fear, man. I can't lie.
Yeah, you guys lost all momentum. I feel like if y'all had an O line that could handle their defensive line, then it would have been a different game for sure. Because every single play, Hattie had someone just in his face.
Yeah, no, I
I
mean,
don't know how many sacks the Eagles had, but they had enough that
he,
he. And then when he didn't have an Eagles defensive lineman in his face, he was forcing the ball out because he was so used to it. Like he was having to play super quick every
yeah.
single snap before.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously, they got Davis up there, they got Cooper DeJean, they got Slay. I mean, they all these all-star players that are probably gonna be having success like later in their career. Maybe
Yeah,
I'd say the Eagles are maybe front runners for like probably the next Super Bowl.
yeah.
And you might want to say elephant in the room, but the Cowboys are not getting
Mm,
anywhere anytime soon in the next
I
10
know.
years.
I forgot I was wearing a shirt. I
Oh
am a
yeah.
Cowboys fan, but God,
Yeah,
we're
for
not doing anything the next couple of years. It's okay though.
yeah, and then could you believe the Commanders actually have their a deeper playoff run than the Cowboys
Yeah, I
had?
would believe it.
It's
We're fucked.
yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, I could tell you all the stats. Basically, the iPhone wasn't invented,
Yeah.
and the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl last time. Um,
I don't need to hear the stats. I know it's been a long time.
I mean, the DVD
Let's
player,
just see.
I
Yeah,
think
I was like the DVD player wasn't even
it
invented. I don't
wasn't
think yet.
invented, and
Oh God,
then yeah,
that
just a
hurts.
bunch of these other like facts I can just
Yeah.
spit out to you. But
It's
you know
just
what? We'll
crazy that
just
there's kids that are Cowboys fans nowadays that don't even know what a DVD player probably
yeah,
is.
and they just witness their team lose, back to
Hmm.
back. But
Over and over.
yeah,
It's okay. We'll
it's
make it one day. As long as we get a Super Bowl before I die, I'll be chilling.
and if you don't,
If we don't, I might have to just live like that one guy that's like trying to live for forever. Is
he's like the Bills fan,
yeah,
like or like the teams that haven't won the Super Bowl.
yeah. I feel bad for the Bills. Every
Yeah,
single year, they're like 1 or 2 games off from going to the Super Bowl.
I mean,
I've been rooting for them, but the Chiefs have just been slammed for years now.
yeah,
It's
I,
crazy.
like I'll like I'll acknowledge it. Like from a Chiefs fan, we do get calls that definitely go our way
Yeah,
a
but
good amount of
honestly,
times.
with the Super Bowl, y'all weren't getting anything that was going y'all's
Mm,
way. Like honestly, y'all had more against you than you did for you. From what
yeah.
I watched, because I kind of gave up on the game after the third, because I was like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
this is a beat down.
You gave up after the third. I gave up halftime. And see, like, and then people still told me like, oh, it's still, like
There's still 15
it's
minutes
still
left in
like
the fourth.
or like 30 minutes. Like there's still
Yeah.
halftime. I'm like, no, like the way how the Eagles
Oh
wanted
yeah,
it
their
more.
momentum was just squashing you guys. It was crazy.
That's why it
I thought it was
was.
gonna be better than that.
No, I knew we were gonna lose. That's why. Fun
Yeah.
fact,
He he bet against the Chiefs.
well, I didn't put money on the Eagles. Okay,
Yeah.
let's not say that. But definitely, I had so many people tell me like, "Hey, let's put money on the game." And first off, I don't bet money. That's not me. Second off, I definitely, like I was offered like $100, 150, 200, and I'm like, guys, but I'd say for sure, like literally by third quarter, guys, I kid you not.
Yeah.
Um, I received 5 calls third quarter.
Oh yeah.
Fourth quarter, I received like 15 calls.
Yep.
After the game, I I posted on my Instagram notes, not even a story because I don't even want people to like acknowledge it,
Acknowledge that you're a Chiefs
right?
fan.
No, 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 they know because I post
Yeah.
about it literally the whole entire season.
Yeah.
So I mean, but for sure I post on my notes, and I don't even have to post my notes because I already have people blowing me up, saying you better answer or like what happened,
Yep.
Chiefs, or
Yeah. You get all
like,
the hate.
or it's like,
Don't worry, because as a Cowboys fan, it's like that every fucking game. Every game. Someone looks at you and says, well, what happened? Are you going or we don't make the playoffs every year? I thought you guys were going to the Super Bowl, even if I don't even say it. So I get it. Don't worry. As a Cowboys fan, we get it more than anyone else.
yeah, yeah. Well, look, that fan base, it just amazes me how there's so many Cowboy fans all across the
The
country.
country, yeah. We're
And
America's team,
well,
but we're
yeah,
ass.
yeah, but it's like bro, people from like Delaware
Oh
or
yeah, no, there's like
like
people like
Nebraska. I'm like, bro,
there's kids that probably grew up in what is it called, Massachusetts during the Pats era that are Cowboys fans for some reason.
yeah, no, see, like all like that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I
it's
mean,
wild.
the history of like NFL and how it basically gets people like inspired of what team they want to be
Yep.
with or like in the future. Liking the Cowboys, you like their history,
Yeah,
but from
but in
recent
my
performance,
defense, I was born an hour
that's
I
fair.
was born an hour from where the cow. Like I am, like I was born into it. I don't have a choice. And my dad was a Cowboys fan. My dad's dad is a Cowboys fan. My entire family is Cowboys fans. I grew up an hour from there, so it's different than someone that had the choice when they were like 10 to be like, "Oh, I want to be a Cowboys fan."
Hmm.
No, you're dumb. I was born into it.
Well, that's just like that's a curse,
Yeah,
especially being from like Dallas
yeah,
and all that
exactly.
area
That's
over
what I'm
there.
saying. Like the Dallas curse is crazy right now. The Rangers don't do anything, then we're in trouble because the Mavs just threw away their entire rest of
Oh,
their season.
oh wow,
Yeah,
that
I'm not
was
even a Mavs fan, and that was crazy.
yeah. You know what? I'll even explain the like experience to you.
Oh, guess who's out for the season too?
Yeah, AD.
Yeah,
Well, he's out for like 4 weeks for sure, or I think 6 weeks.
he's
But
out
that's
for long enough that it's gonna cost
oh
him.
yeah, and I mean they traded away their other two-way player, Max Christie. I think he's a
They
two-way
traded
player.
Max Christie.
Yeah.
He
Oh
was their
no, no,
only.
no,
Oh, I was like, he was their only hope.
no. But yeah. So obviously that's why I'm like within that trade, I'm like that's why it's like
Yeah.
important for him to step up to the role
Oh
to
yeah.
hopefully
He's
fill Luca and
and
AD shoes.
AD.
Cause
Yeah, which are crazy huge shoes.
yeah, no.
LA's
So
going deep playoffs.
I believe it. Well,
I don't know. I've had people tell me that they don't think LA's going to do anything really, and I'm like, that's because they don't have a defense really.
I think
But that makes sense.
they do.
They have a little bit of a defense, but I don't think they have a crazy good defense without AD.
They're going
It's the only
at
reason they had AD.
most second round
Yeah, they're
for
gonna go
sure.
playoffs for sure, but I don't.
Because right now they're, I think, above 600, maybe 650. So they're basically like positive on like 10 game stretch for sure.
Yeah.
The West Conference it's absolutely stacked. I mean, you look at I think it's the Warriors that are in the 10th spot,
Hmm.
and they're barely 500,
Wow.
and that's barely making the play-ins. You look at the Eastern Conference, teams that are probably like in seventh, sixth spot, they're barely point like 500.
Yeah,
So obviously, like the margin of that is just
they're
it's
building super teams on the West
yeah.
Coast.
So that's why the Eastern it's always gonna be ran by either the Celtics, the Cavs,
Yeah.
and I think that's about it. Celtics, Cavs.
Celtics,
I don't
Cavs.
see anyone else.
Who else might run the conference over there? Maybe Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
they're they're
but
they're
not
they're
even
they're too they're
Philadelphia
too
has
far.
been. Philadelphia hasn't been good in a bit.
I mean, yeah, it's always about Embiid, but Embiid's
Yeah,
always he's always out. I'd
yeah,
say the Raptors are showing some life, but even
yeah.
then they're like awful. Um, but yeah, no. So the point of the Mavs trade. So
Oh
I
yeah,
was I was actually
I
at
have a feeling I know
Logan's.
what you're gonna talk about.
No, no, well,
The
I'm saying
reason? Did you hear about the reason he got traded?
oh well, because he says he wasn't comfortable being at the 5 spot, right?
Luca?
No, AD said he wasn't
Oh,
comfortable
I
being at
wasn't
the
talking
half.
about. I was talking about the reason Luca got traded.
Is there a reason why? I don't know.
You haven't heard it?
Tell me.
Okay, so I don't remember their names, but the owners. So Mark Cuban sold majority of the Mavs, right?
Hmm.
And he owns like only like 30% now or something like that. And so the new owners are these. It's a married couple, and they own like casinos in Vegas and stuff. And so apparently, from what I heard, this is a whole TikTok like thing I listen to. So don't quote this. Don't take it for heart. But apparently, the people that own the Mavs, they didn't like the fact that Dallas won't allow them build a casino there because they see the Mavs as a money grab. They don't really see it like they're not seeing it like Mark Cuban was. Is like, oh, this is my family. I want them to be successful, like stuff like that. They don't care about that. They see money.
Right.
And so since they didn't want to, Dallas doesn't want to build a casino because they want to build like they want to build the Mavs a new arena and have like part of it like a casino, and they can make money off the casino on the side. And Dallas isn't going to allow that. Gambling is illegal in Texas, and so since they're not allowing that, they to get back at Dallas and the state, essentially they traded Luca.
Well, that is a
Yeah,
crazy conspiracy.
yeah. I don't know if it's a conspiracy or true, but that's what I've heard.
I mean, obviously the GM came out saying that he thought Luca wasn't. It
The
was
GM is Jason
crazy.
Kidd, right?
No, that's the head
No.
coach.
Okay.
The
Jason Kidd said that he didn't
is
even know.
Nico
Yeah.
something, the
Jason
GM.
Kidd said he didn't even know until hours before.
Well, yeah, no, well, okay,
That's
obviously,
crazy.
no,
How does
well,
the head coach not know about your best player being traded?
LeBron didn't know, like no one knew this
Yeah,
was
no one
happening,
knew.
but obviously I think it's cap. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business
Yeah.
field, and it's all about the money that was, I guess, going into Luca. Because
Yeah, but Luca really wasn't that much.
no, well, okay, hold on,
In
because
retrospect, he wasn't that much.
yeah, I'm with you on that. Just because he's your franchise player, you
Yeah.
pay that man whatever he needs to get
Oh,
paid.
yeah.
Like that guy deserves it
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Um, but I'd say for sure, whenever they were saying like, "Oh yeah, like the reason why we did it's because Luca plays no defense. He's reaching what was it, 270 pounds, where
Yeah,
he was
they
like
said he drinks too
overweight."
much.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But then, literally, as soon as he got off the plane from LA, that guy looked like he was like 200 like 20.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I mean, even if he's 270 pounds, who cares? This man literally can do it all. Like, why
yeah,
does it matter?
he's dropping triple
He's
doubles
dropping
left and
triple
right.
doubles every game, 270 or 200. Like, what the hell's the
Yeah,
difference?
I I've always thought like, no, this is gonna be the worst trade of all
Oh,
time.
yeah, that is
And
actually, it
and
was wild.
now with the aftermath of AD being out, I think this is now considered the worst trade in NBA history for
Yeah,
sure.
AD being out. That was bad. That was a bad one. That was a tough one.
Hey, well, at least I'm not a Mavs fan, so I can't
Yeah, I'm
really.
not a Mavs fan either. I don't even really watch the NBA like that. Shit, I've been really watching Tech play. I watched Tech play the other day at work, and we blew
Oof.
out OSU.
Dude, yeah,
It was
no.
the worst game ever.
The you went to it.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you saw it on
No,
TV.
yeah, I watched it on
Okay.
TV.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm like we played over there. Like but yeah, no, the whole experience of
Oh, speaking of Tech, you worked for Tech. How's your job?
yeah, so
We'll talk about that.
I work for Texas Tech Athletics within their promotions and fan engagement.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's about to be 2 years now that I've had
yeah,
this position as an intern. And, I love it. I'd say for sure it's a good way to not only, understand what goes on within the sports industry, but also what occurs in the background, right?
yeah. Like behind the scenes.
Many people go to sporting events to just see maybe their favorite team play and then have a good old time and then just call it quits, as soon as the game's over. But
Yeah,
in reality, for those that actually work the game and stick around for it, I do basically, a good amount of stuff, whether it's setting up the lights, setting up the fog machine, working the fog machine, going up to the catwalk
yeah,
and throwing shirts from the catwalk,
yeah,
or if it's basically just getting the crowd hyped up. There's plenty of clips of me. I get commended for it, but I'd like to consider it more of a, we're all there to have a good time.
yeah.
And seeing
Makes
that our
sense.
team is, by the way, we're ranked
Yeah, number 9.
number nine in the
We're kind of
country.
going crazy this
I
year.
can't
We
lie.
haven't
So
been this good since our freshman year.
yeah, I mean, there's lots of hope there.
Yeah,
Definitely 2 losses or 3 losses that we have should have easily been,
yeah.
some wins.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with Texas Tech. And I was telling someone at work the other day this. I was like, for some reason, we have the reputation in every single sport
Mm,
that we will win games that we should not win, and we will lose games that we should not lose.
yeah.
Like we can go out there and beat the best team, and we will turn around the next week and we will lose to the worst team in our conference. It's every single sport. I don't know what it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm with you in that. Like especially the game
Like
that
this year in football, we went out and we beat Iowa, the Cyclones. They were ranked really high.
like number 3,
Yeah,
number
they were
4
like number 3 or 4 in the in the
in the country,
in
yeah.
the country. and then we turn around like a couple weeks later and we lose to Baylor, who is literally the worst team
Yeah,
in our
the
conference. Like it's I don't get it.
by the way, I worked that game too.
Yeah,
It was such a
depressing game.
depressing
It's so
game. I mean,
depressing.
everyone gets to work the games that, they win, and as soon
Hmm.
as I work a football game, the Baylor one, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one that we lost for sure.
yeah.
It stings, but um I'd say at the end of the day, when you're able to not only provide the fan experience, right? You're also making sure that you're building your resume.
Hmm.
And this is a great way to start off, whether it's an entry level job or whether it's, you getting lucky somewhere else or like an internship, right? I'd say working within athletics has brought me many opportunities, has opened many doors for me. And well, thankfully, I've been able to take advantage of these opportunities to not
Yeah.
only, um, go around Texas and being able to visit other colleges, or maybe go, like for example, this weekend I'm actually heading up to Austin or Round Rock. I have a interview with the Express,
Yeah.
and basically, a AAA team. For what it's worth, obviously, like the excitement is there. I'm just, it's just anxious, obviously. I need to get there, and then once I get there, you gotta like start preparing yourself, right? But
Yep.
I'd say it's just more about what you're capable of doing as a person, and being in athletics, it's made me, more confident within myself. I've always been, a yapper. I've always talked to people. I've always had that, I guess, that little resource
You've
of
always had
just
the social aspect. You're definitely
exactly.
an extroverted, like outgoing person.
Exactly. And like to all that, I'm like, you got to put it to work somehow, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you're in the right space to do it.
exactly. And, like I told you, landing all these other opportunities has been like a blessing for me. And at the end of the day, I feel like I just need to, finish college, get everything sorted out, and then just, continue my life from there.
Hmm. What are your plans post grad? I mean, after masters, because I know you want to do your masters.
Well, that is in the air. If I do have like other I guess opportunities show up before the masters,
Yeah.
I might have to
Yeah.
take that opportunity and then do my masters some other
Well, I
time.
mean, I know with MCOM, if you do one through our MCOM program, you could. There's an online one.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, I know not everyone loves online, but it is an option.
Hmm. Yeah, the I actually want to go into the sports management as my master. So
Okay.
I'd be like
Oh,
in the
okay. Yeah,
kinesiology
you
place over
wouldn't.
there.
Yeah, you wouldn't be an MCOM anymore.
Yeah, but I mean regardless, they also I think they have an online version of it, but if not, the in-person
I
version
think
of
a
it.
lot of colleges do because like a lot of people will go get a job, will start making money, and then they're like, oh wait, I want to get a raise. So and like a
Mhm.
good size raise, so they'll go get their masters.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
I'm with you on the race part, just because it's not even about being, like bought out of the plan of, oh, I'm gonna go do my masters to get paid more. It's more about like you want to make sure that the job that you're doing, you're having fun and you're enjoying it, right? Because
Oh yeah.
you don't want to go into your daily job and then just hate it and then not even get anything out of it, right?
Yeah.
So that's my
100B.
aspect on that for
Yeah.
sure.
You have any places you want to live
So
specifically?
I'd say for sure, um, maybe go if it's not career
Yeah,
wise.
and I'm saying like let's say you get the opportunity to let's say you work online, I guess you could say. Where
Okay,
do you want to go live?
I'd say Mexico.
Okay, Mexico.
Somewhere in Mexico, whether
You work
it's in
online.
the more like of the industrial spots. So
Yeah.
like Guadalajara and Monterrey,
Yeah.
those type of places over there. Just because not only am I familiar with the area, but also I've been able to enjoy the food
Yeah.
and everything that it comes with it. And then if I have a good stable job over there, oh, I mean, I feel like just a source of like happiness,
Yeah.
you just feel
It
too.
is a vibe to live in Mexico.
Oh
It
yeah.
would be a vibe.
It's not for everyone,
No, it
I'll say
isn't.
that. But to those that at least haven't been or are planning on going, um Obviously it's cheaper than going anywhere in the United States, one.
It is.
And two, there's like tons of stuff to do over there actually.
There is, yeah, there is lots of
There's
stuff.
you could
There's other
consider.
things besides the beaches.
Oh yeah, but like obviously people go to the beaches,
Yeah,
resorts, but once you start diving into like the actual, like I mentioned, like the culture
yeah,
aspect
the
of it,
culture of
like
Mexico.
seeing downtown how pretty it can
Oh,
be, or just getting to meet people how how different people are. That's
yeah,
why I'd say Mexico for sure. But if it was in the United States, you're not catching me at all in LA, in Miami, New York. You're not catching me in none of those like
you
main
go in
main
Dallas or
spots.
Austin?
You know what? I've never been to Dallas.
You've never been to Dallas?
Mm,
That's crazy.
I've passed by it, but I've never like actually even
Yeah,
had like
I've been
a
in
full day.
Austin. You ever been to Houston?
No, neither.
I haven't been to Houston. I've been to Dallas and Austin and San Antonio,
I've
El
been,
Paso,
yeah, I mean obviously like
a
Amarillo
little bit everywhere.
up here and like Waco sorta
Yeah,
and Austin.
yeah.
But once you start talking about like Fort Worth and like more over there
Oh, I
by,
love Dallas Fort
yeah,
Worth. What a great
that's.
spot. Everyone's moving there. Stop moving there though. You're gonna ruin it.
Are they like making it like the new California probably?
No, because it's not really people from California. It's just people from everywhere. I mean, Dallas Fort Worth is just good food, good vibes. Like, it's a big city. There's lots of opportunity. There's great housing. A lot of our housing, surprisingly, to us in Texas, it's expensive, but to the rest of the United States, it is nothing. When you have like LA and Miami charging what they're charging, and then you see our prices, you're like, damn, that's cheap. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
it's the place right now. Austin and Dallas are definitely the place, and I think Austin's a little bit too Californiafied for
yeah.
me.
It is, especially with how they've trying to like move all their companies to Austin
Oh
because
yeah,
I've
well it's
seen
because
for
it's
sure.
cheaper to be here.
Yeah, it is cheaper, but I mean they're gonna start raising the
Oh, it'll start
taxes. They're
raising the
gonna
taxes
start.
like crazy there.
It's
So
it's gonna be where we from the Texans people move out, and then
oh
everyone
yeah,
just.
everyone knows. So we gotta find a new spot. I think I'm going to Florida.
I'd say we should go.
I just want to live on the. You want to? Where do you want to retire?
I wanna retire.
Like what scene?
Ooh, maybe give me some like Salt Lake. Maybe like,
Salt Lake, Utah.
yeah,
Oh,
Utah
okay,
for sure. Like
that's a vibe.
I'm more like of a visual type of guy. Like I want to make sure like if I wake up every morning, I'm like seeing like
Yeah.
birds chirping,
Oh, I
blues.
want to go retire on the ocean. I want a house right on the ocean. I love the ocean
Where
though.
exactly?
I don't know.
Just
I haven't
anywhere?
been to enough oceans to be like, oh, I want to choose this one. Cabos is fucking beautiful. I want to go to Tulum, but we haven't been to Tulum.
It's just crazy
I've been to
expensive over there.
Destin. Destin's actually really dope.
Hmm.
There's nice beaches in the United States. I'd say Destin's one of the top ones. Um, I don't know. Cabos, it was just a vibe waking up and seeing like because it's like Cabos isn't like a big city. It's like 50,000 people, and then the other one's like 70. Los Cabos, the two different ones. So there's like 100, there's like 200,000 people in the area, and they're
Wow.
not like very big cities. So like everyone knows each other. I love it. It's like small town.
Hmm.
It's like small town kind of beach vibes, and it's beautiful.
Ooh, you know what? Even then, also going to Mexico, definitely have to be a seafood type of person. If you don't like seafood and you're going to Mexico, especially like the beaches over there,
Oh yeah, they
you
serve
won't
a lot
find,
of
yeah, you
seafood.
won't find like different areas to be
Yeah,
honest besides
you'll
seafood.
find. I mean, you'll find Mexican food, but it's gonna be majority seafood.
Oh yeah, but
It's like enchiladas de camarón.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned like the
Oh
calamaris and then like
yeah, I
the
miss it so
cocteles.
much. I love the beach though. Oh, you're gonna ask these questions now? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Don't mute your shit. Yeah, there you go. Nope. Okay, let me repeat the question because no one can hear you. She said, "What's one thing about you that no one knows or people wouldn't expect?" Right? Okay.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that I'm an only child, so I'm gonna go for a different one here for sure. But
Yeah.
um, I'll stick with that definitely. People always view me as fun, energetic person. whatnot. Maybe I've been like the younger brother or the older brother
Yeah,
or
you
like a
you,
in
you
between
give
brother
younger child vibes.
for sure.
You don't
And
give older child vibes.
well, as much as I, would have loved to have a sibling, I'd say at the end of the day, like people always get it. It's either one or the other, and people always get it right with the single child one.
Yeah.
Just once they start realizing, like, oh, well, he puts everyone before him and all this
No,
stuff.
that's the least single child thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh wow.
Someone else is a prime example of a single child that I know, but I'm not. Yeah, Gato is a single child at heart. I don't know. What? Give me.
He poops.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm gonna just say that out loud now. I think people don't realize that. Like people that actually know me know this, but I feel like most people that I've met, I can conversate pretty well, and I can like be relatable in like situations. So, um, um, so I don't think people realize that I'm pretty extroverted and not introverted, or I'm pretty introverted, not extroverted. I don't think people really realize that unless you like really know me.
Oh yeah, no, people would immediately just assume I'm extroverted right off the
Yeah,
bat. No man, like no questions asked.
nothing. We're a year in, or we're a month in. Oh, I got a dog. That counts.
A
That was
dog.
this year. I didn't expect to get a little rat, but we got a rat. An extra large rat.
Extra large rat's crazy. For me, I'd say actually even being here right now.
Yeah.
Uh at Texas Tech University.
Oh.
Um
Oh yeah,
guys,
that's
I gotta
true.
I gotta clarify, right? Um I was supposed to graduate
It's past December,
over
right?
yeah, past December, but I decided to give myself another opportunity to, finish out the semester with the way how I was supposed to and work like all the spring sports because if I wasn't working basketball or if I wasn't going to be working baseball, softball, I wouldn't have the opportunity that I have right now. I'd say at least just because
Yeah.
I've met so many new people now, made a good amount of connections within these past 2 months, and I'd say for sure like it's one of the most surprising things. But yeah, I'm like thankful, and I'm at least reaping the rewards for sure of me staying here for this semester.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could write. Oh, sorry. I didn't repeat the last one. What was the last one?
Hmm.
You don't have it written down?
It was what is one thing that
Oh, what is one thing? Yeah, what is the most memorable thing that's happened this year? Was the last question. And then this one is what's a skill you wish you could have? Mine would definitely be writing. I don't know what it is, but I cannot write an essay. Like, I have writer's block. My grammar skills are all right. I don't know. I just check everything like quadruple times, and I don't think my writing's that good. I wish I was better at it. And public speaking. I hate public speaking. I get terrified when in that class, dude. I hate that shit.
really
Yeah.
it's fun.
I mean, I just go up there and blab, but like, I hate it.
I'd say one thing that I'd like to at least what was it like know like what to do like a skill. A skill, you know, I
Not
would say
procrastinating.
I would say I've had like so many skills that I just know. But I wish the skill that I wanted to know
Hmm.
would be at least being able to manage my time for sure.
Yeah.
It's like time management skill. I'm very busy for a good amount of times.
Yeah, we had to schedule this out and everything.
Right. Um, I usually spend my time either doing homework, working for athletics. I used to have two other jobs at that time. And throughout like all that, I would always, challenge myself that I could do more. And it's, at sometimes it could be true that I could do a good amount of things, but obviously I wouldn't take into account the time management that I needed to have doing all these, tasks. And for sure, kind of bit me in the butt a little bit, but obviously some that's definitely a skill that I'd like to improve on for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, the question is,
Mm,
if you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go?
let's go to Austin right now.
We're going to the beaches of Italy right now. Yeah. Dude, drink some wine, eat some pasta on the beach.
You know, that does sound good, but unfortunately, you missed out on going to Austin. Actually, just anywhere where there's Shake Shack. You give me some Shake
Yeah.
Shack. You get me some Shake
He
Shack
said, "I'm
right
going to
now.
Shake Shack right now."
Yeah, just teleport me to
He said, "Fuck the wonders of the world. We're going to
te-
Shake Shack."
teleport me to the closest Shake
Shake
Shack there
Shack.
is.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
He said,
Well,
"Nah, get me to a Shake Shack."
Paris over there, Eiffel Tower, I overhyped, and also, it's stinky over there.
I've heard,
Two,
I've heard Paris outside
yeah.
of the touristy parts are dirty. I mean, look at the water. They had to clean the water for the Olympians to swim in it.
Hmm.
Luis, what are you doing? I'm learning. It's okay. He's hugging that microphone, y'all.
Just saying. Did you push record?
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
recording.
hey.
I've been recording this whole time.
I would like to
Okay, well, we'll let you get
imagine.
we'll let you get situated first. It's
I'm,
okay.
I'm like intrigued by an arm. Okay.
I'm filming a little behind the scenes. If y'all want to follow our TikTok, I'll leave it right here. Should they follow?
No.
You heard the man. That's rude. Actually, did you follow our TikTok already? Do it. Do it right now. Do it right now.
Alrighty, everybody. If you're watching this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and make sure to also follow the Two Ps podcast
There you go. But
on.
on TikTok, it's with double O and double S. Do you want to be a commentator like later on? Would you love that?
I've been a commentator before
For who?
for
For
athletics,
no, but I mean like
like a moderator.
yeah. But I'm saying, would you want to pursue that later on? Like if you got the opportunity to be a commentator, would you do that? Want to dance? Girls just want to
It's
have
been followed. I'm an
fun.
OG. Come on.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Okay,
I don't like how it looks
bro. What? By the way, that's my microphone. What the fuck are you doing?
though.
Okay, I'll give you a moment. Okay. You want more water?
No, I think we're good here.
Okay.
Okay.
So, um, what I was asking is like, if you could be a commentator later on, would you do it?
I'd say having the passion for whether it's sports. I also enjoy the movies and stuff, but commentator wise, I'd say yeah, I'd like to do it just because not only have I already done it before, but it's something that lots of people want to like listen to. They want to make sure that if they're gonna be viewing like a certain show or a movie or like a sporting event.
What sport would you do?
Ooh, that's a good
I
one.
see you doing soccer.
That's racist.
God.
That's racist. Um, okay, for sure I'd say
Yep.
probably basketball.
Basketball.
As
Okay.
crazy as it sounds, because yes, all sports have their own little like gist of, oh my gosh, this guy just did a one-handed touchdown. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Or in soccer, this guy probably nutmeg someone. He went through three defenders and scored a goal. Or maybe basketball.
Mhm.
But here's the thing about basketball. It's a closed arena. It's all like you pack out an arena, it's all hyped. You want to do like a last second three pointer, or maybe you want to slam dunk on someone's head or like on top of someone. You gonna do this on them. I just like seeing and hearing, or like hearing the crowd go absolutely crazy. And then seeing people like, just have the emotions
The
of
crowd
like,
gets you going.
yes, exactly. And obviously, if I'm a commentator, I'm always like, oh my God, that guy just like, he just dunked
You're
on
just
him.
bleeping out words throughout the whole
Right.
thing.
Right. I probably would be unprofessional though. I'd probably be like, holy
I was about to say, as a commentator, I'm assuming not. Are you allowed to cuss? Or like very,
you
or is
know,
there someone on top of it, like trying to bleep out anything in case? That's kind of hard.
I for sure I've seen it in like at least the Mexican like the televised sports that they do. They actually don't care.
Yeah,
They actually don't
sometimes
care.
they do bleep it out, but I
Hmm.
think honestly, guys, that's just too much.
Yeah,
I
but
think if I was a commentator, I'd be getting distracted too easily.
probably like a bird flying out in the distance, and then you're like, oh my
I'm like,
God,
did y'all see the bird? Did
and
y'all
then they
see the
just scored.
fly? And then, oh, guys, I forgot, but they just scored.
Yep, I could see that to be
That
honest.
would definitely be me. No, that's fun. I think if I was actually good at that, if I had the gift of being a commentator, I think the sport that I would do is soccer. It just seems so fun. Eh,
It's okay. Now, sorry if I offend any of the soccer fans out there or
mhm.
football fans, but um, it can be fast paced and it can be slow paced, which is why I brought the basketball being a better occasion because in basketball you go front and back. It's just so event packed. It's so or action packed, right? And in football, you can easily go, 8 yards and not get a first down, and then you got to kick it away.
What was
You get me?
what sport did you play? Like, what was your first sport?
First sport that I played was soccer.
Really?
Yeah. Being part of the like soccer club and city club all throughout my young years of what like
My
elementary.
youth, all through my
Yeah, and I could have been like the next Messi probably.
dude. Maybe you could. The next Chicharito.
Well, that's just racist again.
It's not even like that.
No, yeah, but for sure, I'd say soccer. I enjoyed the sport just because I was able to learn from it not only from my dad but from my grandpa as well. And it was just like a tradition that was just passed down. Um, I didn't really find too much love in it. It's something that's like unfortunate because growing up, my parents always, try to get me into sports and whatnot. And yeah, like I did end up playing, soccer. I then learned some a bit of basketball. And then,
I can't see you playing
yeah,
basketball.
no, the basketball was a little weird. At least because I wasn't on a team, but I was like learning like the essentials of like what it needs to be a basketball player.
I played basketball in 5th grade. I was ass. It was embarrassing. I remember I scored my first point. My whole team was rooting because that was like a miracle sent from God. But I think my first sport was swim. And then I did flag football. I actually loved flag football. It was really fun. And then I moved on to basketball. I literally tried everything. I tried ballet. I tried volleyball.
Ballet.
Yeah, I tried,
When
dude,
did this happen?
ballet when I was little.
Okay, okay.
Um, so you know who I was in ballet with? I'll bleep out her name. Do you know we were in ballet together? Did y'all talk?
Um, well, funny you say that. I don't even know. Yeah, we did, but obviously,
Guys, let me just say something. Luis has a lot of love of his lives.
friends. I have a lot of friends actually. I do have that. Well, to the people that see this back from El Paso, if they see this,
I'm gonna make sure this goes on Facebook,
good, good. I
on
hope you do.
Telemundo,
Good. I
the
hope you do.
WhatsApp group chat, everything.
I hope you do, and then it reaches like 30 views, right? Hopefully. Um,
Me?
that's not mean. It's just for me,
Okay,
Like
okay.
your whole podcast success, but then this one video just somehow just,
This is the one that's
yeah,
gonna
the one that no one watches, right?
this is the one that's gonna go viral.
I'm not reposting. So yeah, no, definitely me and
It's fine. I'll
so
believe it. It's fine. We know who you're talking about.
she was She was okay. She was chill. She was cool. She was, you know, it's
She a
just
baddie?
no. I wouldn't say so, but she's definitely like a one of those like smart girls where I'm like, oh, you know, like
She's so down.
sweet.
She is so sweet.
Yeah.
She's so fun. Um, I've known her since kinder.
You know, that's just knowing you for that long might be a little, you know, too much. OD.
That's
Oh, where's she even at right now?
she's an EP. I'm pretty sure she's an EP.
Last time she was dating, or like she, you know, last of what I heard of her, she's like with like this other guy.
I think yeah, she's still with
Still
him.
with that
Yeah,
guy.
she's still with him.
Hey,
Good for you,
congrats.
girly.
Props. You know what? You're doing better than ever, right? I hope so.
Um, okay, since we're on the whole girls topic,
Right. This is like where the I get exposed type video, right? Is this
y'all, I'm
my
so excited. I'm just kidding. No, I'll chill on it. What was your first date that you asked a girl?
who? That is a great question. The
Like,
first date.
yeah, like, do you remember what it was? Like the movies, the mall? I'll share my first date.
I actually don't even know. I've been on a good amount of dates, but I mean,
Girl.
to the people that know, and you should know as well,
Yeah.
I was every weekend at least one or two quinceañeras. Every
Dude,
single weekend, no
you,
matter
you
what.
know what's funny? So, Luis and I, we've known each other since 6th grade. And,
Sorry, my there's something in my mouth here.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
And him and I, like, if you knew us, you would have never thought him and I were friends just because at school we wouldn't talk. I don't know if we did it on purpose or just kind of, he definitely ignored me because he definitely hung out with, like, the popular kids. And
Right, 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 right.
then, um, we started talking more. I mean, we always talked, we always did. But we started talking more when we both joined confirmation. Because
Church.
we were in all this, we were in the Spanish class. We were what, like six? We were like six kids.
Oh no, like 9.
Are you sure? Hold on, I'm trying to.
Edgar, Alejandro, Viri,
Vidi,
you, me,
Charlize,
Charlize,
that
other guy that
Cesar, I think that's his name.
Cesar, and then the other small little girl,
Oh, she America. I think that
America.
was her name. Okay,
There you
we were
go.
probably like 8 or 7.
See how I remember?
And then that's when we started talking more. And then I would always bump in at him at quinces. And within like the 5 minutes of the whole party, he'd be like, Garo, I'm having like girl problems. I'm like, oh.
Crazy to say that, by the way.
He
Crazy.
was in a dilemma. But okay, what was your first date? That I guess the first one you remember.
First one that I remember.
You're like, it was walking her to class.
So, I mean, and it's the only one that has like kind of like, you know, engraved in my mind.
Okay.
Um, it was definitely my high school, like I guess, crush
Mm-hmm.
throughout that time. Um, Definitely did not know anything about like dating wise and stuff because, you know, throughout that time I wasn't, I guess, into that. And
Now he is. Now he's into it.
oh, all of a sudden, right? But yeah, no, for sure. Throughout that experience was, you know, I picked her up,
From
um,
her house?
from her
In the
house.
blueberry?
Nope,
No. Oh.
in a Supra,
Yeah. The red one.
the red Supra that I
It's a
had.
nice car, y'all.
And well, basically, I picked her up.
Hmm.
We went to well, first before the movies, we went to there's a Lowe's shopping center close by. This is by Tinseltown in El Paso.
Oh, okay. I know
And
where.
we like I don't know, we just like wanted to walk around, you know, like why not? Like we were waiting for the movie, whatnot, and we're like looking at, you know, like all of them. We're just like if we're gonna shop anything, but we're just like you know window shopping, right?
It was good. Was it a good first date?
Well, okay, hold on, and then we you know, like we're looking at candles, and I think that was the first time I actually like, you know, liked being around at least like a relationship wise. Like I saw
Ooh.
myself seeing like, well, if I'm able to do this in my comfortable spot, and By the way, the movies for me has always been something that I rely on. Not rely on, but I would consider like a
That's your hobby. I mean, you like going to the movies and
every week.
yeah, yeah, I was about to say you go to the movies very often.
Yeah, yeah, every week. I always go to the movies by myself. And well, many people always consider it as, oh, well, you have so many friends you can invite. You can
Is that like your solo date?
Yeah, it's like my place of like, my mental like spot where I want to like it's whether reset it, whether, refresh it or whatever the case may be, I'd say
Mhm.
I do it just, one, see whatever movie there is, and two, just get away from everything. I think for a good amount of my time I've been around, like lots of people, lots of friends, the party aspect. Um, I get so many people that always ask me about like, like plans with the moves, but I feel like truly deep in myself, I would like to stay in, watch a movie or watch a show, keep to myself. Yeah, sure. When people see me out like at the bars, whatnot, or like at like game events, I'm always like energetic, fun, friendly, and I'm not putting on like a mask or like a stunt for this, right? It's just whenever I'm like at my most comfortable for sure is me by myself, whether it's eating pizza, food, whatever the case may be, being at the movies. I feel like some alone time for sure. And this all just goes back to me being an only child.
I was about to
So
say, I think you're such an extrovert. Like you said, you're very outgoing, you're a very busy man. You go out. I think, like you said, your movie, like going to the movies is your alone time and, clear your mind, whatever. Have you seen Wicked?
I have not, and I don't want to watch a musical actually
I
because
want to watch it so bad, but I think I'm just going to watch it at home.
I hope you find a awesome website that just gives it to you for free because it is I heard it's such a good movie. It won so many awards. It actually beat out so many good movies as well. But even then I'm still not gonna give in to
Have you seen Mufasa?
the live action one.
Yeah, the live action one.
Yeah, it was really good.
So we had an epic fail of watching Mufasa. Seth and I were going to the movie drive-in, and we had tickets that Victor gave us so we could go for free. And we took Vroom Vroom, which is my car, and her speakers, my speakers aren't the best. So we couldn't connect the audio because you know how you could put on the radio station?
You can?
It sounded, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could do it. You put on the radio station, and then obviously you hear the audio. And then every time we opened the trunk, the light was on. And obviously that's disruptive to the people around you.
Right.
So yeah, no, it was a fail, and we watched like half-ass of the movie. But I need to go rewatch it.
That's definitely one place I have not been,
You
surprisingly.
haven't been to?
Me being a movie fanatic person, I have not been to a drive-in or a
We
drive-through
need to
movie theater.
go, or if you want to go by yourself, but we need to
I
go.
I was invited, I can't lie.
Oh,
But
well, I will
but
say though, the one thing about the movie drive-in, so it's specific movies. You know how when you go to
Mhm.
the normal movies, there's a bunch. But no, it's fun. I liked it. The vibes are cute and everything. So
Okay.
your first date was the movies. Y'all walked around,
Mm.
and do you still talk to her?
No.
No.
Since then, she's had two boyfriends.
So I'm assuming the first date was.
No, first date was good.
Oh, okay.
No, no, okay, high school like love right here. Like we exchanged like so many like back and forth like conversations saying that
Oh, I was like, exchanged
no
what?
saying that like we like loved each other like we enjoyed each other's presence, but although like she wasn't able to go out a lot
Hmm.
because of her parents, I that's kind of I guess like what made me miss her more, right? Like obviously not being able to see someone that you see on a weekly basis makes you want to hang out with them more like when the time comes. But yeah, no, for sure, at least for her in this situation,
Hmm.
she will be unnamed, but you know she knows who she is.
It's okay. Yeah, no,
But
I
she won't.
respect that. I do. Um, what's been your most recent date? He's like movies, walking around,
Mm.
we're in love with each other.
I okay, because I would consider it a hangout more than a date. But
Okay, what was your most recent hangout with the girl that you were like,
well,
there's a little something something there?
I posed me like a virgin. I was like, when was the last time you like talked to a girl? You know, like had a conversation
You're like,
right
hi
now.
mom. A little while ago, we just
No.
ended.
Okay, so we went to a coffee shop. She's she's really nice.
Okay.
She I'd say like all in all, she's sweet. You know, I was able to have good conversations with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to be myself around her. And I mean, most of all, I think, you know, it was just more of the being able to be comfortable with each
Yeah,
other.
like it was
Obviously,
chill.
because we didn't even know each other.
Ooh.
Like we just um like one day she was like playing like a Spanish song and I slid up on it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Hey, the
And then
typical he slid up on my
oh,
DMs.
okay. I'm just saying, like, you know, being a Hispanic person from Lubbock, you don't really get to meet as many people if you don't go looking for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, you know, she like posted it. I'm like, oh, like, you know, fire song and whatnot. And it all got arranged by basically me telling her, I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, I haven't been to a coffee shop and stuff like that
This man has only had coffee like what, twice?
twice now. Yeah, twice in my almost 22 years of being in this planet Earth, I have only had
Hey,
coffee
that's kind
twice.
of cool though, because I'm definitely a caffeine addict now.
Wow.
I literally drank a coffee before this.
I see, for me, I always had like this, I guess, motto, or I guess the way how I want to live is by being, you know, able to get up by myself, with not needing to rely on like caffeine products or like
So,
anything like that.
we've talked about this in previous episodes, but from what Seth was telling us, basically, it's good for you to have coffee like after. Let's say you've been up for 30 minutes, you're good to drink coffee.
Are you recording already?
I don't know, it depends. What are you gonna say?
Um,
I'm eating my cheese stick right now.
the cheese stick break. Just texting the husband.
The husband?
Uh, yeah.
Also,
I just got a good letter of recommendation for other future job opportunities. What can I say? I am him. Is the exposure good? Is the lighting good? Is we look whiter now,
you think we look white?
or like it looks more brighter
Put your
somehow.
hand next to me. We look the same.
No,
Do you think we look too white? Can you check the
like it
camera?
looks good, but I'm
Y'all, we
saying like
had technical difficulties. The camera literally died. But we're about to fix the exposure because Luis thinks we look a little more pale than the usual. Do you think we look good?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm not sure where we left off. I know we were talking about like dates and stuff. Oh, a date. Okay,
The coffee shop
yeah, we were
date.
talking about the coffee shop.
So quick little recap. Basically, me and this
Excuse me.
girl. I reached out to her because she posted an awesome song and I thought it was cool and I said, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool."
What song was it? Gasolina by Daddy Yankee.
Crazy. It was a Spanish song for sure, but then you know, basically just texted on throughout all that time and then, you know, I told her, I'm like, "Hey, never had coffee before, you know, but I did say I was going to go to the library and study." Then she then asked me, she said, "Hey, well, if you want
We could go study together.
like, yeah, we can go study together and have coffee." Okay. But obviously, I thought it was so like a sweet gesture from her part because, you know, like one, um, you know, I didn't mind to pay for the coffee, so I'm like, okay, you know, like, you know, you taking me out of my house, so might as well just like,
And like okay,
I
it's
guess,
on me.
I
It's on
guess,
me.
yeah, because I didn't give her a ride either. So obviously, like I asked her if she wanted a ride, but you know,
Yeah,
she
dude. I
said,
mean, for all she knows, you're some creep.
Probably, right? But yeah, no. So yeah, we had coffee and we try to guess how much homework we had done.
You didn't get any homework done?
Yep. Zero homework done. She didn't do anything at all either, and we just literally talked the whole entire time instead of like
Oh,
doing any
that's
homework.
cute.
And like it's funny because like I try to give her like her space to do homework. I'm like, hey, like I've been like like obviously we're here for a reason, right?
Like, hey, like
Like
we're here for a reason, girl. Come on.
right, and she said I won't get anything done, so like we'll just talk. I'm like, okay,
Oh, so it was good. Y'all still talk?
yeah, yeah,
Luis is like, no, it was
yeah,
good, but no.
yeah. Last, that happened like 3 days ago. Now we just don't talk. No, obviously not. No, we're cool.
That's good.
She's a good person to at least have around.
Um, so I feel like it's not very common for girls to ask guys on dates,
Not at all.
but I mean, so she kind of asked you, but if you could choose where a girl like took you to on y'all's first date, what would it be?
She's paying for it.
Yeah, she's paying for
Damn.
it. Like, like you're like, ah, if a girl asked me on a first date, this is what I would want.
Okay, so here's the thing, and like guys can literally attest to this. Take me anywhere you want, as long as you take me somewhere that's like decently good. Like I'm not gonna like
The
complain.
mall? Bath and
No,
Body Works?
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I promise you, a guy will literally go absolutely anywhere the girl says, as long as
I think
it's
mine's broken.
broken.
I think my guy's broken.
Oh, your guy's broken.
Just kidding.
No, I like literally. Okay, for example, when I'm telling you about like going out, like we can go to literally just a park. We can just hang out at each other's house without doing anything. We can just do like anything that it is. But when it comes to like first dates or paying for stuff, like that's where guys literally like overthink extremely. Like they start thinking like, okay, I need to start making reservations for Las Brisas, right? As it was called.
Whoa, Las
And then
Brisas?
they gotta like that's what they want to like show a girl off, like as an oh yeah, like first date, because here's one
Bro.
thing I'll actually have a conversation with you about.
Okay.
The whole entire dilemma of girls being absolutely against going out to like Cheesecake Factory and
Hmm.
like all these other places. So I've fully 100% say no to Applebee's. I say Applebee's is
Applebee's is
disgusting.
so good.
When I was like 12 years old.
I love Applebee's. I love me a 2 for 25.
Mm.
It's so good. The artichoke dip. Bro, and you love Applebee's because we went last year because they were having that wings special.
Oh,
I'll enter pictures here. I will,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
they were
yeah, yeah.
stoked.
No, we did. But obviously, it wasn't even like available, or like it was available, but like they literally cut us off.
They cut
Remember?
us off from wings, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. So okay, but here's the whole entire point, though.
Okay.
Girls like guys think, and I used to be a firm believer because obviously at first I wouldn't go to cheesecake as much, but you know girls think that cheesecake is one of like the worst places you can take a girl on a date.
Really?
It's been on so many like forms, documents, I mean even throughout like social media it's always been clowned on, where it's like if like a girl would say, if a guy ever took me here to the Cheesecake Factory, I would just leave him on the spot. That's literally, and I've talked to so many girls about it as well.
Cheesecake's a little expensive though. I mean,
They, that's what I would think, but that's not according to them, I guess.
I think I think the first date, honestly, going out to eat, I think it's great because if it's your first date with that person, first of all, you want to get to know, their social manners. Are they being respectful to the waiter, the waitress? Are they being respectful to you? Um, is it a good person to have a conversation with? Are they awkward? Allergies. I feel like you could learn so much from a first date when you go out to eat. Now, let's say if you want to be like, oh, like take me on a cheapsy date. Like let's go pick up some. McDonald's or some Wendy's,
No, girls would not
and
want that. Like first date
and
impression was?
and let's go to the park, and I don't know.
Nope. Nope.
I really wouldn't mind. I mean, let's say, because dude, at the end of the day, for all you know, this man scraped up his money so he can take you out. So I wouldn't want to judge, like, no. And if you took me out for like, oh, we go and buy Wendy's, and then from there we take it to the park and we just talk, and maybe the guy has like a nice little activity planned, whether it's a board game or painting. I'd be more than happy. Like, I really would. I'm
Mhm.
like, you went out of your way and thought outside of the box. But
Outside of the box is Wendy's. Wow, that's like
dude,
inside the
get
box.
me some chili from Wendy's. 10 out of 10. But
Mhm.
no, I as long as the guy made me feel comfortable and his intentions were genuine, had a good conversation, like, I'm not gonna no me voy a poner mis moños
Yeah, you won't complain about it.
and be like, "Oh, why didn't you take me to an expensive restaurant?" Because no, like I said, if especially if you're in college or high school, a lot of people really don't work, or a lot of their money really goes towards school, books, housing, whatever it is. So I'm not gonna
Podcast setups.
podcast. Okay, no. That came on later on. But no, I mean, the fact that girls have said that, if you took me to cheesecake, I wouldn't care. Like, I really wouldn't.
Look,
I'd be more than happy.
I'll say this much, and obviously, to the people that see this, obviously, I'm not speaking for all girls, but I'm speaking for maybe 70% of
Like
them.
people like girls you've talked
Yes.
to.
Like for example, me and my a group of friends, we went out to
Mhm.
walk-ons. We were talking about okay, like first date, like places. Where would you go? Exact same thing I told you about the cheesecake. They immediately were disgusted by it. Now that's where like the question stands. So I asked them like, hey, what would you consider like a good first date then?
Mhm.
And this is where I do agree with them, where they would rather do like an activity than to like do something, like okay, maybe like eat and stuff as well, but they'd rather do like a fun activity, whether it's um I mean, what did they say? I mean, because obviously in Lubbock, there's not really much fun activities to do, but obviously if you try to make something
There's
like
a lot of good food places though, and
right,
there's definitely a lot of cute little spots you can go.
right. And I mean, like I agree because they were saying, oh, they would, want to go to a baseball game. They'd want to go to somewhere like outside activity wise.
Well,
Well, I'm like a baseball game for a first day
I
is
think it
like
depends
is
on
too
the
much.
girl, because the whole point, in my opinion, the whole point of a first date is so you can talk to the person. My first date was the movies, and it wasn't the worst, but I personally wouldn't think that's a good first date because I want to talk to you.
That's fair.
Like, I want to make sure I can socialize with you, outside of like a friend group, outside of school, and like we could have a good one-on-one.
Mm.
So, not just that, if for some reason the first date didn't go well, at least you didn't spend that much money, and it wasn't something, you know, super out there. So, like, let's grab a nice meal. If you want to go for a walk later or grab dessert or do an activity, like, that's cool. But the movies, a baseball game, that sounds fun, but you don't really have time to talk to each other.
Well, no, no, baseball game, yes, because it's not event packed. It's not action packed. Like it's like slow, but when stuff happens, like you're excited for it.
Mhm.
But see, like all these other like sports, like maybe football, maybe here and there, but you know, it doesn't really like you don't get to know the person truly. That's where like I guess my case like stands, where I'm like I think going out and eating is like, you get to see the person more and how they are, chilled. Maybe you get like some drinks here and there. Yeah, okay, cool. But once you start like going into like the fun aspects of it, maybe they're just fun when it comes to the fun activities, but when it comes to like the boring activities, Are they just gonna suck the life out of you, or you
I
know?
I think, maybe where the whole going out to eat wouldn't apply so much is maybe if you've known the person for a while, like this was your best friend, or you've known this friend since like high school and now you guys started talking in college, then maybe you can try more out there dates. But if this is your first time really going out with that person, I would say going out to eat or getting a dessert, whatever would be a good first option in my opinion.
What would you say about going out to the bars as your first date? Because I feel like lots of people that are like 30s and above that go like on dates, sure, yeah, they, have their dates of going out and like eating, but there's some of those that believe that going out to like a bar or somewhere is like a good place to like.
I would say yes because there's a lot of casual bars if that's what you're referring to. If there's a lot of
Yeah.
casual bars. Could you handle your alcohol? Um, are you gonna be a gentleman if happen to drink a lot, or am I gonna like me as a woman? Am I gonna be respectful knowing he's had too much? Um, I think that's good because there's casual bars now. If it's a more like crickets, logies
Bro,
vibe, then no,
first
definitely
day,
not.
a first day, I'm literally taking you to freaking Skeets, bro. That's
Oh
like
heck
I'm
no.
making sure like we literally get on stage too. Like I'm gonna make sure I'm like, hey,
Mean, hey,
I'm kidding,
if
bro.
the
I'm
date
guys,
leads
I'm
to it,
kidding. By the way, I'm kidding.
no, he's not.
You'll never catch me there, by the way, ever. But you will catch.
Actually, I have a video. No, I'm just kidding.
No, actually, that's AI photoshopped. But you will catch me at Logies though, or Crickets.
He's like, hit me up. I'll be there.
Don't hit me up because I'm um an awesome, cool, chill person. I don't need to be hit up, you know.
You're so, you're so dramatic.
I'm nonchalant, bro.
Oh my gosh. But no, I like I said, I think casual would be fun. So essentially, your answer is anywhere. Like if the girl would take you out anywhere.
Okay, standards wise, and obviously, I think most men can, also agree, would be literally anything. Guys are like bored out of their mind 24/7. If they're not drinking or playing video games or at school, they're bored 24/7. So if you literally just take them out to maybe the local zoo, maybe,
The locals.
well, I mean, local zoo. 'Cause do we even have a zoo? Well,
We
we
we,
do,
we
but
have
like it's
the little like prairie
yeah.
dog.
See, well, like I could just I have those prairie dogs outside my house. Like.
Dude, literally where we live in Lubbock, you'll have prairie dogs everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm like, at that point, I'm like, we don't need to go over there. We can just see them right here,
We got them live. You can step on the grounds and everything.
And you can step on their houses and they just won't come out because they'll make a new one.
Wow, that's kind of fucked. Why would you
Yeah,
step on their
I don't know
house?
why I would say that,
Yeah,
but
no.
yeah. So I'm like totally 100% for doing whatever, and guys can easily be dragged to do whatever because the girl says so. But if it's up to the guy to come up with the plans, obviously, yes, girls then look at that as, oh, wow, like the guy planned it out. He planned out the whole day and I enjoyed it. But, a good amount of times, I'd say like half the time,
Hmm.
they'll try to impress the girl by taking him out to a nice fancy restaurant to go eat. And turns out the girl, one, didn't like her food, two, didn't like the guy. But hey, at the end of the, I guess, date, they got everything paid for and dropped off at home.
Um, you're not wrong there. Usually the guys tend to pay for it.
Obviously,
And
okay. I'd say a guy has to pay for sure for the first date all the time, no matter what.
so
I'm with that.
most of the times it's a guy who shows interest in a girl. So, in my opinion, if that's the case, if the guy's like, "Hey, let's go out to eat," I would assume you're going to pay for it because you're reaching out, like you want to get to know me, you want to go out. I think it'd be nice if you pay for it. My first date with Seth was Guadalajara, the Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I better be like, damn, you went
Oh,
all to Mexico for your
we
first
went
date.
all the way to Mexico.
Crazy. I'm like, I
No,
need to get like him.
no, we went to Guadalajara and it was really fun. I had a fun time. Like I said, it was just to talk, and technically, the first time we met though was at the bar. We met at Lit.
Mm. Right.
It was so hard to talk because the music was just so
Oh
loud.
yeah, that place just literally blasted your eardrums like no other.
So that I don't know, that wasn't our first date. That was just like the first time we hung out.
Okay.
We hung out, but no, yeah, I yeah, that would be my like first good date, not the movies. Going out to eat. And if you take me for dessert, that's a plus.
Okay.
Because I love me some dessert.
See, we like I hang out. It could be with a girl, whatever.
Hmm.
I think, at least for me, what I would think would be like Sonic after. You know, maybe a good little spot like we get food and then go to Sonic. But then obviously, girls are gonna just be like, no, I want to go to Sonic. I want to go like somewhere else. And, like I know all these spots, like you want cookies if you want, cupcakes if you want, ice
Luis
cream.
is like, I'll bake you some cookies.
That I will not do. I do want to get into like baking and all that stuff. I think like it's something that I think every person should have as a skill. You know what? Maybe replace my skill of time management. I want to know how to bake.
You want to know how to
We'll
bake?
we'll we'll replace that for sure. Just because it's it's something that obviously like when you're doing it like in the oven, like it's just like magic. Like you just put in like dough.
You don't know. You don't know it's gonna come out
Yeah,
good or you burned it.
yeah. You literally just put like little just piece of dough and boop. It just came out so good, or it just came out black and just
Did
felt.
you start cooking once you moved out here?
I knew some like little things of what and how to cook, but I didn't know fully, I guess, like how to cook on a daily basis. Just because, fun fact, guys, me and Caro, we used to live with each other, so she knows that my, I guess, eating, um, what was it called, my
Guys,
habits
his
were either having hot dog every day,
PB&J,
PB&J,
ramen.
ramen. I didn't do that much.
You didn't, but you had a big stash.
I did, but I ended up
Um,
throwing it away.
and then you
Or like some quesadillas. But then,
you had quesadillas. You always had Fruit Loops, stale ass Fruit Loops.
and I didn't even eat cereal, by the way. Like that's the
You
thing,
didn't because you don't. You're lactose intolerant.
and
They were there.
hence why I have never had coffee like that until last week. But
The coffee's great.
um, yeah. So obviously, my dad, he used to be like I'd say like a mediocre chef. So he wasn't like like top notch or the best. He was just like he knew how to cook, what to cook, but he just didn't like he doesn't have like his signature recipe to like pass it down to me. He's I guess known for steaks, but obviously as a college student, you're not gonna have steaks every week, right? Like that's just like
I think the main thing that I saw Luis cook that I was like, dang, that looks pretty good. And this was when your friends came over to visit. You made chicken and you put it in the oven. You know your roasted chicken.
oh yeah. Okay,
You made
I remember.
how long did we live together? 2 years?
It was only like a year
No, because we lived
and a half.
together at that first apartment and then we moved at that second apartment.
But because I was at the Avenue for this is like for 2 years now,
Yeah, and then we lived at the block together.
for 1 year.
Yeah, so that's 2 years.
Oh, I thought you meant like there at the block.
No. Oh, by
I'm
the
like,
way, well, we lived together at the block and that's when I talked about the mold that we had in our apartment. Do you remember?
oh, under the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit. Ugh.
There was okay, the blog, and that's hopefully you get canceled by whoever's looking for next student living. Do not go near FQ, by the way.
I did not mention the block actually
Um,
when I was talking about it.
she actually literally told me, "Hey, because I'm looking for a spot to live in." By the way, okay,
I
guys,
told him, let me know what time. Literally 2 months before we move into the block.
I would have paid 50, $60 plus to just live somewhere else.
Louis,
If
Louis,
that was the
Louise
case, by
was
the way.
like, hey, like, yeah, like I'm down to move in with you. I did him so dirty.
Yeah, and she knows it too. She
I
knows
did
it
me
too.
dirty. I did Nicole dirty. We It wasn't on purpose. It really wasn't.
So yeah, basically, stay away from over there. They got roaches,
Oh my God, y'all,
flies.
if you don't pay for parking at the block, it's garage parking. Literally, the only place you could park is around the complex. Birds out here are crazy. They will shit on your car. Like,
Oh yeah,
I remember I would get car washes like once a week. Why? Why would I even get it? Literally, 24 hours later, there was poop all over it.
I I mean, she knows. I literally had a bright blue Forerunner. Like
If
you
you know
can spot this
Luis,
from a mile away.
he takes care of his cars. Oh my God, wait. Right now, once you talk about that, I need to get into the time you let me drive Blueberry. He
Oh brother,
loves his
that man.
cars. Like yeah, like the Blueberry. I'm sorry, you were saying your bright blue car?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was basically impossible to like try to keep clean because I would always park outside because apparently parking at the garage like there's a bunch of like glass all over the place sometimes.
You could have parked it at the top
No,
though.
I did
Okay.
like the second semester. But when I mean, hey, it's easy access. I mean, our apartment's like one of the side ones. I'm like, instead of going 3 flights of stairs and then all that stuff, like might as well just park outside. We're like in front of my own like house, or my apartment. But no, it turns out just a bunch of bird poop everywhere.
It
And I'm
wasn't even
like,
worth it.
yeah, it wasn't even worth it. I mean, probably that's why there's so many like car wash companies that like benefit from like everything because
If you're out here in Lubbock, open a car wash.
no, I mean they know it too. Like especially the Mr. Car Wash, the Mr. Car Wash, like the we have like a sponsorship with them,
Really?
with the like whole entire Tech Athletics,
I didn't know
and
that.
we literally give out free Mr. Car Wash. Is it Mr. Car Wash or
Give
is it?
me one.
Yeah, I think
I think it's Mr. Car Wash.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We literally get free car wash stuff. Well, I can't give it to you because it's a membership. But speaking about all that,
Rude.
it was just like the basic like what $10 one.
Hey, dude, in this economy, I will take a basic water spray on my car for free.
I'll wash your car for like 15 bucks.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take you to
Real
it,
nice.
actually.
you know. But yeah, definitely for sure stay away from FQ and the Walmart behind over there because there'd be people injecting
Apparently, it's
themselves.
gotten better. I don't know, though. I have not been around that area.
I definitely brought in like 2, 3 Walmart carts into our place just because.
I think I have a
I don't
picture.
care.
If I have a picture and I find it, I'll insert it here.
So yeah, I feel like it was good living there. I felt like it was fun.
It was fun. It was a good, fun first apartment experience.
It's like the freshman experience. You need to like.
Did you like living with me?
It was good. It was fun. It's just
It was
when it got to the other at the avenue, it started getting a little weird. And it just started getting,
a
you
little
know,
weird.
just
How?
started getting all like
Because my boyfriend was
they,
over all the time.
just someone just started drifting away a little bit.
No, we definitely drifted for a little bit, which is crazy because we lived together. But
By the way,
I by the time we were living together at the Avenue, I was already in my big girl job. So I like I was working all day and then I'd be with Seth, but I also told Luis, I'm like, we're a door away. We can literally hang out whenever.
well, I don't want to hang out with her either. Like, and when I did want to hang out with her, like, the boyfriend was there, so I'm like, fuck. I'm
Bro,
like, my
no.
bro, like, and then oh my gosh, I don't like need to be like dealing with this bro, and then the other guy had his girlfriend over the whole time too, so it's basically just five wheeling in a 3-person apartment, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like,
Yay, but I'm gonna be honest though.
guys, like, just give me a break,
I did try hanging out with you multiple times.
That is true. I will not deny
And he would say no or he wasn't available, which is understanding, but I did try. I really did. So,
that's fair. I commend it.
but no, I loved living with you guys. There was definitely arguments, but they weren't bad. It was just
It's common.
I was just very nitpicky. I was very clean
Hmm.
and they would leave things everywhere and that would bother me.
Oh, you should see how it is.
right now?
It's it's clean, and then it's like not
Like
clean, and then
Like
it's clean,
Clean?
not Caro clean.
Okay, like
Well,
Luis and Victor Clean.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was my main thing, but they were so fun to live with. Um, like when I needed an outfit check, when I needed an opinion, when I just wanted to go vent, like I really did love living with them. And then well,
And think about all the house parties. Just being easy access to have a DJ is
oh my God, I actually wanted to talk about that. So when did you get into it?
complete shift. Um, so that was like the transition that I just did, by the way. Okay, so the whole entire DJ space.
Hmm.
It all started long, long, long time ago.
Not high school, long time ago.
Yes, high school, a long time ago.
What?
This was with my friend groups, my friend group at, and basically we had this one guy named Kevo. He was the starting guy that just DJ'd everywhere. He would DJ at the popular bars that people would go to.
An EP? Okay.
NEP. That's when Chino Chilo was around. That's when headquarters was around. Like all those spots, that's where he was at. And essentially, like you know, like being good friends from him, like we would like feed off of from like his energy, and then from there it just led to basically, him introducing us to Kevo, and then like then Avila starts getting into it, and Avila starts DJing, and
Avila
then
plays good.
yeah, he plays good. He's actually like maybe the reason why like I got into it.
Hmm.
And after all that, that's when I'm like, well, he got into it, so everyone else is getting into it. And then I have this other friend. His name is Angel. Like we call him Gordo though. He also DJs as well. He DJs like quinceañeras and whatnot. So like I'm just like surrounded by like DJs and all that stuff, and I'm like, well, like I love music. Like I can't lie to you guys. Like I would blast music, and I still do till this day. Like
He's
every single day.
very diverse. He has very diverse tastes.
I do. I do. I mean, I can literally go on my Apple Music replay right now. You shit on me for having Apple Music. Let me tell
Dude,
you.
I have Apple Music, so I was
All the
going.
Spotify users, I know you have Spotify. You're weird,
You're weird.
but um, I can definitely show you. I'll even show it to the camera right now that I have 128,000 minutes listened to throughout the year, and I have
You could give me a screenshot and then I'll insert
yeah.
it here.
I'll make sure I don't cap. That's one thing I'll also mention to you guys. Music is also another thing that I resort to like feel like in a safe space, comfortable, who I like talk to conversational wise, right? If I'm talking to someone, I'm like the first thing I like ask them, I'm like, oh, like what type of music do you listen to?
When he moved, when he first came to Lubbock, he has this little portable speaker that has a microphone attached to it. It's funny because it has the little wheels and stuff. You've had Do you still have that speaker?
Oh, that speaker literally died.
Like
It like literally died. Like it went into the pool, died.
what? It went for a swim?
It did because I literally had it. Okay, so I had my phone basically on top of the speaker, and then everything went into the water. The speaker, the phone, and I had some grapes. And it all just went into the
Did you say
water.
grapes?
Yes, and it all just went into the water, and the only thing I could save was the phone. The grapes were gone. The speaker was just blasting music like it was literally all that it could be, loud enough, and it was like tiny, tiny little. And then once I like brought it back inside, it just didn't work anymore.
You should put
So
it in rice.
for a cute little speaker like that, I don't think it's
Hey,
it's
that
worth putting
speaker
in.
was a trooper.
Trying to find it here. Oh yeah. Okay.
You listened to 138,400 minutes of music.
138,000
Hold on.
minutes.
How? Let's see.
So I think someone looked it up. That's approximately Okay, I think
Let me see.
someone did the math for Daniel Caesar. By the way, I'm a big Daniel Caesar fan. Daniel Caesar, if you're watching this, I love you. Um,
2,306 hours.
and then if you start like dividing that into like the days and stuff, I listened to Daniel Caesar for like 200 days out of the year, something like that, of how much I
Wow.
listened to him. But yeah, no, it was well, it's like my safe space, you know. I can easily have a conversation and like try to like, tell the type of person that I'm talking to or like figure it out because I listened to absolutely every type of music genre except um hard rock metal, the people that are like screaming into the ears and just making sure you bleed. That's the thing I don't want to resort to because I love my ears. But although
Love my ears.
I
You
do.
blast music all the time
Okay,
though.
but I was about to say I do think my hearing is definitely
And then
gone
Luis is like,
for sure.
"Was that loud?" Like, I don't know, dude. You tell me. Do you think
I
that
do
was
got
loud?
eyes. Well, we got some soundproof flaws up in here as
Bro,
well.
it's so ugly the way I put them up. I put up like these little soundproof
Panels, probably.
tiles, little tile looking things. They look funny right now. But so when did you buy, I don't know what it's called, your board?
The DJ board, the
Okay.
FLX4, the $300 board, the starter board, basically.
Linked in my Amazon storefront. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you don't get any revenue for it, don't worry.
You don't know that.
It's a good starter board. Uh, Don't get me wrong, it's like, you know, it's chill. It's cool. But for starters, I feel like for me, I wanted to get into like I don't know, like the area of like, okay, get me something good, nice, already like medium level, and then like I'll learn from there. So basically, the way how I get into DJing
Mm-hmm.
from all my buddies back at home in El Paso, and I thought it was chill because being able to hang out with like the friend group that DJs and whatnot and goes out to like the clubs and parties. I feel like it's cool, but once you start like realizing like, okay, you want to play better music at your parties or at your kickbacks, that's when you start getting the idea of like, well, maybe I should be a DJ. Maybe, since I have good music taste, I think I do because,
You do. You really
lots of
do.
people always go to me for like music, requests, recommendations, whatnot. And I always, I would like to think that I do provide good music, right? Especially the party music. Um, if I could be anyone in the world, it'd be Pitbull. I cannot lie.
I
I
love Pitbull.
love Pitbull. I don't think he has a single miss except maybe in the Sing movie because I think that was such a stupid song. But besides that, I mean, oh my gosh, I think iconic.
I saw him freshman year of college with Nicole.
Oh yeah,
We
I
flew
remember.
to San Antonio. That concert was so fun. It's like, it just brings all these throwbacks. Wait, have you ever seen Pitbull in life?
Mm, that's one thing I do need to
Like,
do.
dude, that man does not age. Maybe because he just wears sunglasses and a black fit
And he's bald.
and he's bald, but holy moly, the way he dances, like his dance, I was so in love. I have not been to many concerts, but that one is definitely at the top.
Yeah, see, it was on tour whenever it was him.
Hmm.
I think Ricky Martin
Okay.
and then Enrique Iglesias.
He brought out Iggy Azalea.
Really?
Yeah.
Where at?
In San Antonio, the one I
Oh,
went to.
well,
I
that's
heard
such a weird combo.
I heard Ariana Grande in the background and I was like, "Oh my god, is that her?" But no, it was Iggy. But still, I was like,
You fangirl a little bit too much,
dude, I had so much fun. It's not even
huh?
funny.
So, yeah, no, I'm getting into like the DJ space. You need to have like an appreciation for music. And
Mhm.
I'd say for sure in my case, I've been listening to music my whole entire life. And I mean, I don't know, like, sure, being an only child, like, you just have your AirPods in the whole time. You don't really talk to anyone. So I would at least suggest getting the DJ board, the starter one, the FLX4, $300. It's a good starter if you want to get into the scene of at least mixing. DJ wise, yeah, I mean you could have it, but it's not gonna really do like the like type of effects that you want at the end of the day. Like it's only like the preset stuff, or you could like preset it yourself, obviously. But once you start getting into like the other boards that are like 600, 700, 1,000, those have more customizable things. You're able to do like more cool stuff to it, more transitional, like I guess aspect of it. So I'd say I started off in a good spot for sure with that. I would DJ some house parties, kickbacks, and the most recent one would be like that I like could at least memorably like remember
Mhm.
would be when the guys came and it was Tony, me, and we DJ'd at Fernie's house. That was yeah, I mean y'all were there for that. I mean at first that party wasn't even supposed to like blow up that much and then out of nowhere
It was fun.
it
It,
just
it
blew
it
up.
was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it just blew up out of nowhere. Then it died because, it got raided. Then after it got raided, everyone just came back like ants and just filled up the place again. And I'm just here thinking, I'm like, what time are we ending this?
Luis is like, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and I'm gonna keep playing music.
Yeah, no. So all that happened, and we actually came out on Texas Tech Chicks, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
It
or
was your friend Christian.
yeah, he came out for sure. Or the almost Friday ones, those always hit because it's just too funny. But yeah, no, basically throughout the DJ experience, being able to I actually DJ'd at in Guadalajara. Um, I was there with the DJ because I mean, he thought my fit was fire. He's like, hey, me gusta like your outfit. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you look cute. Come on.
well, hold on. Well, I'm not gonna be the girl that just comes up there, right? But obviously, so I mess with him and I'm like, hey, like what board you're using? And that's whenever the DJ knows, like, oh, like he's interested. So like I see that he has like this like new board I've never seen, and then I see that he's just playing from SoundCloud and all this stuff from like Record Box.
I have no
And
clue what all these
yeah,
things.
no,
I have
it's
no
all
clue what all
just
these. But it sounds cool.
yeah, and basically like just seeing what he was doing. He's like, hey, like you know your stuff. Like, do you know how to DJ? I'm like, well, here and there,
Really?
like.
And you're
Like
being very humble. No, I mean, I guess a little.
I'm like, yeah, like on a good day, like, like I know I'm more like of a Hispanic, like Latin music, by the way. Like, yeah, sure, if you like put on any white girl, if you put on anything like that, like, okay, like I'm able to like match energy, right? But when it comes to like Spanish music, it's, I mean, you can literally attest to it. Like, it's like a different, like,
It's a whole different vibe. And obviously, I enjoy it because that's really all I listen to. Where I really got to see a little more. So I've been behind a few, what do you call it, DJ booths? I don't know.
yeah,
But the most recent one was when we went out 2 weeks ago. And that guy who was sitting on the chair next to Dani on the left, do you remember? He was sitting and he was messing with all the
oh
little.
yeah,
That looks so complicated. I was like, what are you even doing? I was like, what are you doing? But it looks so cool.
Yeah, that guy, so as like a DJ or like a club promoter, you at least want to have someone that's at least controlling the smoke machine and the lights or the lasers that
Is
are
that what he was doing?
that yeah, essentially that's what he was doing, but it's not something that was like
Oh,
insane.
I thought it was the music.
Oh no, the
That's
whole music.
because he kept looking over. I mean, I could see why if you're trying to go with the vibe of the songs.
Hmm.
But the whole time I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it tells you the like he's looking at like the soundtrack. So he knows like the beat. He knows like whenever like the artist like starts singing the song or whatever,
Mhm.
and that's when you're supposed to be like, okay, smoke in 3, 2, 1, lasers.
So they're the reason I'm like coughing midway through
Yeah, obviously
dancing.
it's not the DJ's doing that. I mean, even then, maybe the DJ does have access to it, but a good majority of the time, the DJ just wants to be, left alone, like DJing his own stuff. I do agree with the drunk people coming up to you and asking like, "Hey, play this song."
Pones esta canción. And
But
then the DJs will be like, yeah, yeah, like
yeah, usually it goes like that. But when I play, I always just want to give like people like the benefit of the doubt that hey, they're out here having fun. They probably already like 60, 70 bucks already in like drunk. We might as well just play their song. Obviously, only if it's fitting into the right situation. If, for example, like this one girl actually pisses me off. I'm DJing. It's like, like good vibes, white girl music. Then I'm like thinking about Pitbull next. I'm like, oh yeah, like even I'm having fun,
Luis is like,
like because you're supposed to enjoy what you're doing, and I'm like enjoying it a lot.
uh-huh.
And this girl comes and she's like, start playing like some like SZA, you know,
Girl,
or like start playing like like the slow tempo stuff that literally just doesn't get anyone like
don't get me wrong,
hyped up.
SZA is great, but if you've got a flow going on, because usually don't a lot of DJs already have like their tracks made and everything.
Yeah, like a preset sometimes, but it depends like how the DJ feels that day. If he's like, oh wow, this song feels good, this song feels good, that's usually how it
I
goes.
mean, if I suggest a song, hold on, I need to sit up. If I suggest a song to like a DJ, usually I'll try to see if it ties in with the vibe. And if they say no, because again, there's DJs who'll be like, yeah, yeah, like whatever you say. Because like you said, they've got their own thing going on.
Mm.
Oh, then did you play SZA?
No, I actually did not, and she actually ended up like having like a pouty face the whole entire night. And I'm like I don't even
She's
know
like,
who she is.
you just ruined my night.
I'm like, I don't know who she is. I'm like I have a whole entire party like bumping and going, like I'm good, like if one person is mad, that's fine with me. Like I don't need to have someone that's gonna be like that. But if someone starts, being annoying about it and like start like, like, hey, like play this, play this, play this, and then once again it doesn't fit into like what I'm playing, obviously that's when I'm like, okay, like I'm not
That
gonna like
that's like me saying, like, let's say you're playing a reggaeton, you got Maluma, J Balvin, and then
mhm.
my ass is like, put some Juan Gabriel.
Yeah, I mean, or even then, but like
Juan
some.
Gabriel is great, but I don't think that would necessarily mesh.
Okay, because like when you're drunk, like maybe. But
When you're
that
feeling it, it all meshes.
that's more like what's his name? Humbe,
Humber?
the like slow
Yeah,
song guy.
Humber.
That's literally what
I love
like
him.
what it would be.
I want to go to one of his concerts so bad.
I have only heard my like 3 songs.
Really? Have you heard Kintsugi?
Is it
It,
like
it,
new?
it goes like,
Isn't it?
uh, yeah, it's kind of new. The one that
Then no.
goes, tú eres el, quién sabe. Girl, I'm out here like hyping up this song and I don't even know the basic lyrics.
I would say I've only heard like El Poeta,
El Poeta's good.
uh,
Amor de Cine.
Amor de Cine, and Japón. Something in Japón.
Fantasmas.
I've heard that one, so yeah, four. Something in Japón, and then yeah, there's
Te
that.
conocí en Japón. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna hurt your ears with my singing right now.
Yeah.
But I like Humbe. There's this artist I recently discovered through a Netflix show called El Nano. I love it.
El Nano.
El Nano. It's like one of
Is
those.
that the Netflix show?
Yeah. It's like 25
Yeah.
minute long
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, yeah. I know which one. I watch it.
So there's this song that comes out by Jimena Sariñana. It's called ALB, which means algo vendrá. For those people who think ALB means something else, that's not what it means.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
I've heard this one.
Just kidding, I'm not gonna say it.
So, I one thing that I do wanna at least have the idea out there.
Hmm.
We need to have a better not. I mean, yeah, you could say sauce night or somewhere, but we just need like more Latin music, more Hispanic music in Lubbock.
You've more recently, would you say the music has changed? Or are they just putting like those new Bad Bunny songs?
The new Bad Bunny songs, but also it doesn't hit. Like
No.
it's not hitting to the point where it's like the ones where it's like if you would play like like old school like Mexican like maybe
There's just so much good Latin American music out there like reggaeton, cumbias, even corridos, banda, um, bachata. Oh my God, I feel like I have not heard bachata in clubs in a while, and bachata always goes hard
Yeah.
in my opinion. But basically there's this bar here in Lubbock called Luxor, and every 2 weeks they have salsa night, and
They have one this weekend.
they're having one this weekend.
Mm.
Catch me at salsa night. Just kidding. Why are you making that face?
That's just me smiling.
Oh, but if I text you, hey, do you want to go? I'll buy you a drink. You're like, I estoy en corto. That's
You
gonna be
do
you.
understand I don't do that type of stuff. I don't drink, I
I
don't
meant like a
party.
water.
Like I don't drink, I don't party, I don't go out. I just stay inside, watch movies, go to school.
So is that what, like your evil twin that we see?
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, obviously. For the people that know me,
What do we call him? Oh, my mom's calling me. It's okay. I'll answer in a little bit. What are we gonna call
she
him?
does not want to answer her mom, guys.
We're gonna call him Fernando. That's what we're gonna call your evil twin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then no, that's exactly what it is. I don't know, Luis. My camera roll says otherwise.
You do not want to go through that camera roll, by the way. That camera roll is evil and it's possessed. And it's also AI generated, by the way, so don't believe everything you see
This
on the
man,
web.
are you just gonna be saying AI generated?
Yeah, duh. If you're like saying lies on my name, then yeah.
Wait, okay, since we're on the whole music topic
Hmm.
situation, um, if you could go on a date with any artist, and it could be like, okay, not a date, hang out. If you could hang out with any artist, who would it be? For a week. Let's say a week.
A week.
A week. Mm-hmm.
Whew. I mean, like I told you, Pitbull. Yeah, I mean,
Pitbull?
his lifestyle is crazy, but I'll give you like another original one.
Okay.
So obviously, my favorite artist being like Daniel Caesar. No, because he's too sad, and I think he just
Mr.
does like
Nick.
weird stuff. But he's still cool though. Favorite artist.
Or it doesn't have to be a favorite artist. Maybe just an artist that you're like, you know what? I think you'd be fun to hang out with. I want to see why you write the music you write. What's your inspo? What's your lifestyle? Like, whatever.
Hmm. Hmm. There's just so many, but like just start like narrowing it down
Hmm.
to like Travis Scott. Although that's like such a generic, like, basic common answer, but his lifestyle is crazy. The way how he's like portrayed all over online, like I'd say he's a great guy.
Hmm.
He donates to like the charities, communities. He also like has his party life. He also does so much stuff. His music's pretty good, I'd say. Um, and yeah, I feel like he at least acknowledges the fact that he knows he's big, but he at least manages it to the point where he's like out at clubs
Do you think like?
and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were referring like he's a humble guy.
Well,
Cause you said like he's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, because like obviously, like you can literally go to any club you like, right? Or he could go to any club, but like people will still like show up, and like he doesn't need to be like, oh no, we're charging like 500, 1,000 for people to show up. No, like
Benito did that.
if you show up and he's there, I mean, yeah, sure, everything's gonna be more expensive, but like he's not the one charging it. Like he's only there to have a good time. And if anything, like he'll pay for people's like tabs and
He's like,
stuff.
I got you.
No, he'd be like, man, like everything's on me, get where you want. I'm like, damn, like bro, like
You're like, in that case, let me have this and this and this.
bro, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, like we need more people like him. And you?
I think okay. The only reason I'm gonna say her, I have two people, but the reason she
I
popped
was
up
gonna
in
say Becky G, bro. Man, no, it's over.
no, not Becky G. Although
Becky
I
G.
do like her music. Let me give a little backstory before I say who. I don't really listen to her music, but a lot of my friends do. I feel like she's been in the music industry for a really long time, and her whole life has been in the public eye, especially now with who she's
She's about to
dating.
say date Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh, it's over.
It's Taylor Swift.
Oh my gosh.
I I don't know enough about her music. I don't know. She seems very down to earth. I feel like people tend to twist things a lot because she's in the public eye a lot. I think she'd be fun to hang out with. The other artist I was gonna say is Humbe. I think it's a very different music from Taylor Swift and him. But I don't know, he seems like a very creative person, also very down to earth, and I love his outfits. I mean, like his outfits at his performances, I think they're so cool. And his music, I feel like every song has a little bit of a different backstory. They're all within the same vibe, but different backstories. So I think him.
Celebrity crush right now.
So, oh, I actually don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, someone who pops up in my head now.
Megan Fox.
Celebrity. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were still within the music. Okay, celebrity crush.
Megan Fox. Knock it out the park. I ain't gonna lie. She been number one forever, and she will continue to. Well, you know what? You know, Sabrina Carpenter. You know, she there.
Seth. Who? He's playing video games. Seth. Who's my celebrity crush? Because I tell Seth all the time, but I can't think of one. Right? I'm always changing it. I see a movie and I'm like, ooh, está guapo.
What's the guy from the
Okay,
Twisters movie?
when I was little, he's
Glenn Powell.
cute, but okay, I liked William Levy when I was little.
Isn't that guy gay?
No, he's not. Oh, Michael B. Jordan. I have a lot, but like I have Chris Evans,
Chris Evans,
Chris
Michael B. Jordan.
Hemsworth, Michael B. Jordan,
Damn.
Maluma.
Damn.
Like I have a lot.
Mexicans, whites, blacks. I mean, I, and you're with a white guy.
Hey, I mean, my first boyfriend, he was black, and then my second boyfriend was Hispanic, and now my third boyfriend is white. If you got a good personality, I definitely give you the opportunity.
Wow, guys. You just heard it here first. Basically, love is in the air.
Not for me.
No, more like between the ears,
Oh,
like
here.
in the air, bro.
As about Luis, he's out there looking for someone.
So think about me. Um, Never had a girlfriend in my life. People are extremely shocked when I tell them that. It's like if I broke the news that I'm having a kid.
I've been Luis's therapist since 6th grade regarding his love life. It's so interesting and it's funny. And
She laughs at me, by the way. She doesn't give no good insight. That's why I'm still single, by the way.
what? No.
Mm,
Okay.
there you go.
Dude, even when we go out together, I try to be a good sport.
Oh, also,
Oh, I was like, what were you singing?
should
Pásame la botella.
Seth knows, by the way, that we're gonna be going out to crickets this Thursday. So see us there.
Who's going out to crickets?
Me, you.
I have work on Friday.
I have to get up in the morning.
Wait, yeah, but what time do you wake up? I wake up at 6:40.
Ooh. All right.
Well,
Don't mind
we'll go out Friday if you want.
don't mind that conversation. She's not about it. Ooh.
Ooh, we should go out Saturday. Do you see this? He's oh my gosh. Hold on, really quick, because I want to complain about you for a second. Freshman year, obviously, like
Interesting.
we lived in the same building. We literally he lived in the 7th floor, I lived in the 5th floor. Um, I was like, "Oh, like when you go out, like invite me." No. No. When he started introducing me to people, he was introducing me as his cousin.
Yo, why are we lying? But you're not lying. I
I
say,
was like, "What? I'm not
well, okay,
lying."
guys. Well, I mean, obviously, she literally went out of her way and like, just like stuck by me. So I was like, hey guys,
What do you mean? You were always at my dorm and then you were like
whoa,
you
whoa.
would vent about
Okay,
school, your night.
right. And I did meet some of the good closest people. Well, yeah, Nicole, and then also Lauren.
Mhm.
I actually don't even talk to her anymore.
I haven't seen her in a while.
I think she just faded out from this earth. And then
The earth swallowed her.
bro, there's just a bunch of sorority girls in that floor too. And all of you guys are just crazy. You know,
No,
everyone's crazy.
but when I would go out, weren't you inviting me? Are we going? Like, what's the move?
Why are we lying?
I'm not. I'm really not.
Obviously I had Fruit Loops at my dorm, so that's all I would eat. So that's one.
And chicken nuggets,
Um,
dinosaur nuggets.
Dino Nuggets,
Dino.
250 or like $3 for 10 Dino Nuggets at the market. But the market is actually just the fastest way to get freshman 15. I cannot lie, and I will not lie, and I stand
I
by
think
that.
I gained my freshman 15 after.
No, I'm telling you, it's something that's like incredible to like just see how the freshman 15 actually does
I'll
exist.
actually insert a picture of us here, our first semester of college, and then we'll see how different we look to a more current picture. But
I look like such a baby, by the way. Like,
no, I think you look older actually.
whoa.
Te veías jodido. I'm just kidding.
Well, obviously, she hasn't seen herself. Um,
Dude,
Bro,
I've seen myself.
I think, okay, like hard thing. I think you just have not changed. You still look the same somehow, some way.
I don't know. I mean, I'll take that as a compliment. I think I've changed like personality wise.
Ooh, for the worst.
No, wait, what? No, I was gonna say for good. Like, more mature.
Ooh, um, yeah, I don't think we're saying. I don't think we're just saying the truth here. To be honest, guys, manipulator, gaslighter. I mean, she definitely doesn't care about anyone but herself. She also doesn't
Bro,
like dogs. She doesn't like cats. Um,
I like you.
what does that make me?
A charity case.
Charity case is crazy. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I feel like though in high school, like from now, like I feel like you haven't.
I really don't think I have. Maybe I
Okay, maturity wise, for sure.
I
Like
probably gained weight,
oh,
lost weight throughout it, but I don't think what was that O for?
I was just talking about like how you are, like
How
personality
I'm
wise,
built.
personality
Dude,
wise.
he's like how you are.
Bruh,
Did y'all see that? He's like how you are.
it's like how you are, you know, like
I do think I look the same. Although every time I go back home, my mom's like, te ves más flaca. Y te ves como más cachetona. And I'm like,
hmm.
my mom humbled me real quick.
That's how my parents are too. Especially they even pull out the scale.
That's fine.
That's not fuck because I've always been no, surprisingly I've always stayed at 160 to 170 my whole entire life,
I was
or
about
at
to say
least
you've always been tall and like
I'm like I'm skinny fat. That's what it is. That's what they like call it nowadays. Skinny fat.
skinny fat.
So you gotta have your and then you can your little beer belly here and there. You can have some of those features, but yeah, I've never been like
Oh,
either.
beer belly. So
Mhm.
you drink?
So obviously,
What
I am getting attacked here. So
you put it out there yourself.
okay, beer wise, give me some Bud Light, give me some,
Y'all hearing this?
give me some Coors.
You drink Dos Equis sometimes. That's not your go-to, but you
Oh, I
drink.
said Bud Light. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. What the hell? Cut that out.
Why?
Bro, Bud Light's for like weird people.
Like you.
I thought I said dose. I ain't gonna lie.
Dose?
Dose. Yo, pass me a dose,
Wait,
bro.
you usually get ultra though.
Yeah, that was in the past. Well,
Actually, okay, right now that he said Dos Equis, I'm not gonna call it Dos. Um,
yo, also,
so my
also,
first
you better cut out that Bud Light
my
shit.
first bar was at 17. It was in Chihuahua actually, and it was with my cousin, and my first drink was a beer. Oh, sorry. It was a little I have a little
Ah,
I have a
crazy,
I have
crazy.
my little
There's no way you actually have that.
and
Air
then
Grand.
I have a baby Groot. I have a baby Groot, and then I have my $2 bill.
Hey, these are the essentials that she's carrying.
Oh shoot! I almost dropped my baby Groot. Um, But yeah, that was my first drink. Okay, so I have to, start wrapping things up.
Mm-hmm. You need to ask like the question,
What questions?
the like about like
Well, okay, how about you ask me a question and then I can
ask.
Uno reverse it to you.
Oh, you reversed it to me. Well, not the same one.
Okay, what do
Uh,
you want to ask? What do you want me to ask you?
like I'm asking you, and then you ask me
Okay,
there.
go for it. Give me your
If
question.
I had a question to ask to the host,
Okay.
if you were able to go anywhere in the world right now, not in 5, not in 10 years, right now, where would you go?
Uh, Thailand. Swimming with the elephants. Eating food.
Big on the eating part, huh? Pretty good.
Oh my god, hold on.
Okay, guys, that concludes our
No,
time here.
no,
Yeah,
no.
see how you just forgot everything? Okay, guys, it
Okay,
was good seeing
this
you
this
guys.
might be a sensitive topic, but for me it was funny. But
Guys,
Luis,
we're just lying. This is all lies. Like,
hey, why are we getting all
because
defensive?
I'm just looking at your dog. It's just so sad. Like go pet.
Luis used to call me puerquita. He used to call me puerquita. If y'all don't know what that means, it means a little pig.
Know what that means.
Not to try to play it off. Okay. But honestly, I never took offense to it because he's literally a brother to me. I just thought it was funny. I think I'm mean to Luis all the time. It's okay, I'll cut it out.
Okay, so people can see how much of a
Sweet person you are. Y'all see Ella? Ella, hello, friend.
cute dog.
Okay.
That's one thing you went right is getting a cute dog.
Well, Luis, to finish off this wonderful episode with you, if you could DJ at any place, city, country, whatever. Okay, if you can play at any place in the world, where would you do it and who would you collab with?
Great question you ask. Um, what did you your dog? Um, I'd say so. One DJ. I want to DJ on a boat for sure. I want to DJ on a boat.
Where are we heading to?
We're like heading to like
The
to
Bahamas,
to Cabo. You know,
Turcos and
we're
Caicos.
headed to Cabo,
Ooh, Cabos, okay.
and we're playing just pure like Hispanic music. You know, just all the way, just DJing crazy, and then for sure I want to have Pitbull there. Yeah, we're having Pitbull there. Pitbull, right? Maybe bring like Avila with me.
Avila?
Avila, and then Kevo, and then like all the other guys for
Yeah, I was
sure.
about to say, if you don't mention one of them, they're gonna get all sensitive.
I mean, and Tony, the black guy.
I was about to say, you have to have Tony there.
Well,
Would,
you
would
gotta
you
have.
would you invite me?
So I mean, you asked about like a question what I would do. Now, like you including yourself there is kind of like
I've
I don't
always
know like
supported you.
yeah, but like
Like that's
your
embarrassing, right?
like your dog could come.
My dog that's scratching herself right now.
Yeah, like your dog could come, but
Entonces no me invitarías. It's a yes or no. It's
we
a
can talk
yes or
this
no.
off camera.
Answer the question. Would you invite me?
Yeah, but like I would have you
Or would you charge me?
I have you like locked in your room.
On a
You
boat?
yeah. I'm telling you, like we're in a yacht. Like you're locked in the room.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
And then you could just and there's like no windows, there's just black completely, like no
Is this what it's like to have a sibling?
it's like just, the pitch black, you can't see or talk to anyone. We'll slip you some food underneath the door. And if you want some water, you have like a bucket of water and then you could just scoop up the ocean water That's
Luis,
at the bottom.
okay, so initially his answer is no.
I just needed to elaborate a little bit, you know? I felt like you deserve to have explanation on why you would be there.
I I think I feel more at peace now knowing why you wouldn't invite me. I'm gonna go cry off camera now.
Thank you guys.
Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of talking to Luis. I'm not sure what Seth and him talked besides sports.
Sports.
I guess once I go back and edit the footage, I'll know. But it was so fun talking to you. Thank you for coming on here.
Of course, thank you or thank y'all for having me here. I mean, I enjoyed it, of course. At the end of the day, I feel like, we could have, gone more on the route of, you know, talking about, not girls. Kidding. Cut all that out. Do it again.
Do it again? What do you mean? I
No.
was gonna come out here and talk with you about different things, and Seth was gonna come out here and talk with you about different things.
He didn't tell me how much he loved me.
Seth, do you love him? On a good day.
Okay. Regardless, guys, I'm very appreciative of them inviting me out, of me, just holding the dog here, Ella. I feel like at the end of the day, these are some pretty good hosts, right? So make sure to drop a like, comment down below for the next podcast who you might want to see next.
But thank you for coming on here. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you on the next one. He muted it? Oh! Bye, y'all.